Welcome to my channel, Sacred Intuition. And today we're gonna just see what's going on with the person on your mind. And let's see. I'm seeing pride underneath the deck. And okay. Thinking and bluff. Missing you. Pretending, mask, exaggeration, craving, desiring. So someone, okay. Someone clearly here is thinking of you, even though they're pretending that they're not. Maybe they're acting quite distant with you. But what you don't know, because this is underneath the deck, that they're actually looking really into you. They are specifically going through the conversations that you had via social media, or like just recalling certain conversations, or reading old text messages. And they're really trying to gather up information without you being able to call their bluff. Yeah, I don't think that you're even slightly aware of how much they're actually spying. And wow. Mistakes and lusting, forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. This, open heart. Okay. So what is clearly coming through here is this is someone who is way more invested in you than you might think. You might have been doubting their interest in you, because whether there is no communication or minimal communication, or maybe even miscommunication, that is also quite possible, right? Because I'm being drawn to the misunderstood and the mistakes card. I feel like they kind of pulled back because they are also quite comfortable in wearing masks, because then they can play this persona. But I think something within you actually cracked them open with the open heart. Yeah. And confessions underneath that as well. And I think this scared them, to be fair. Or even if they're not scared, they're actually quite shocked as to how fast they open up to you. How easily they talked about like deeper topics that they normally wouldn't open up to someone else about. Or two. And maybe they pulled back because they actually felt like they revealed too much. And now they're trying to cause this veil of illusion once more to kind of like throw you off track. And to some degree, I'm actually convinced that it worked. Because now you're like, okay, well, they were very invested before. What is going on? But I'm also hearing, just be yourself. Just be true to yourself, because this is exactly what is cracking this person's heart open. And you are definitely on their mind. Definitely on their mind. And yes, there is a very strong desire that is also coming through. But I also feel like after such a long time where they actually didn't feel open towards letting someone in, you kind of blindsided them. You completely blindsided them, and therefore their defenses were kind of down with you. And now they're trying to like pull those defenses up once again. Yeah. I mean, what can I say to that? That is... Phew. It's like, well, I'm not sure if it's like a normal chaser-runner dynamic. But, yeah. I see the Six of Pentacles and I see the Five of Cups. I think this is what they're like trying to restore their balance, because that really got them off kilter. And I think they're actually really afraid because you, for once, actually have the capacity to really hurt them. I think for the longest time, they actually have shut down. And I don't care whether they are in a relationship right now. That is not a relationship where they're fully invested with their heart. But in most cases, this person is actually not even in a committed relationship. But there needs to be some kind of healing of old wounds that needs to be balanced out as well. And the Six of Pentacles for me is very much also a karma card. So, yeah. Let's see what else wants to come through here. Oh, well, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. As I have a little wound. Anyway, let's see what message. Whoa, no way. Guys, you won't believe this. It's the freaking Ace of Cups. And it looks kind of like the Holy Grail. You represent the Holy Grail to them. They see you as something miraculous. You're something that they thought that they would never find. And meeting you has really sparked an intense spiritual awakening. And I do think that to some degree, they're actually quite overwhelmed by this. Knight of Pentacles. And here it is. Oh, wait, there. You still see the Five of Cups peeking out. I think this is someone who is actually quite strategic in their approaches. But what I'm also getting is they actually see long-term commitment with you. And I don't think this is a person that really was too much buying into the whole marriage kind of thing. Either because in their environment, they've just seen a lot of couples like breaking off after getting married or whatsoever, or maybe they didn't want to be attached to that kind of responsibility. But I think you are actually the person with who they can actually envision this. And I also do think this is getting them, sorry to say this like that, but it's making them shit scared. Like, honestly. Because deep down, buried within them, there's still this Five of Cups energy. This fear of, what if I don't measure up? What if this is falling apart after I've invested in? Yeah, the Five of Swords, right? Like this, that's it. Oh, wow. Yeah. This is a person who strategizes. This is a person who likes to be in control. And this person hates nothing more than not knowing the next move. And 5-5, right? 5 is a number of change. 5 represents, like in numerology, kind of like the tower energy. Yeah, this is someone who does not like to be blindsided. Now I actually understand why I was like pointing this out before. I'm gonna put this here, Page of Cups, because this is a fear that they have, so we can't ignore that. Yes, I'm seeing the Temperance, the Yin Yang sign. Again, balance. Six of Pentacles is also balance. Sorry, there it is, balance. But it's also self-control and higher learning. I'm telling you, this person is really practicing self-control right now. And they're doing everything in their power as to hold back from communicating. Yeah. They're holding back, like rushing forward and taking this risk, this leap of faith. And being spontaneous, because, but I also get like, because it's Wands, like this passion element, like they really want to take a peek, you know, like how the hands are like pulling the corn apart to have a look at the sun. It's just, they're peeking, you know, like spying. They're looking, if you're the sun, they're looking at you from a distance, and they're thinking about taking this risk, but they're not there yet. They're not there yet. Yeah, they see you as the Queen of Pentacles, as someone who is carrying, and you are a healed version of yourself. You come off very strong and confident. You are established in your own manner. And that doesn't have to mean that you're rich or wildly successful. It's the way how you present yourself to the world. And not by playing a game, not by acting. You are. It's your essence that they are intrigued by. But it also terrifies them. Because I'm actually quite convinced, for the most of you, we're talking here about a person who's actually quite confident, or at least they give off this aura of confidence. Like you would think that they're immensely strong and confident. But I'm actually getting that they are really, yeah, 10 of Wands, interesting. I felt guided to like pick it up like this. Oppression, voluntary challenges. I feel like I don't know how to put it. It's like they have this weight on their shoulders. But oftentimes they kind of overdo it with the load that they are actually putting on their own back. Because most of the time it's not actually required. But they have like a wrong sense of, or a false sense of what expectations they're supposed to meet. Yeah. I mean, are there any other messages? Yeah. What did we talk about? They want this commitment. Yeah. But they're at a crossroads, right? They calculated risks. They're really trying to like figure it out. But they actually want this full-blown commitment with this Knight of Pentacles as well. But they're really, really trying to control it as much as they can, because they're not comfortable with risks that they cannot calculate. So instead, they're making sure that they're only taking calculated risks, and therefore they're very careful. And maybe this time of silence and rest between the two of you is actually required for this crossroads energy to, well, not fall into place, but actually kind of like fall away, because someone is finally making a choice. Yeah, I honestly, guys, and from a 4 to a 5, to the Hierophant. Commitments and values, faith and organizations, spiritual traditions. This is what they want. And they know. They, like, moving towards what? The Ace of Pentacles. You can't even make this up. This is ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, and like I said, before, they actually didn't really believe in this kind of love anymore. I really strongly get that. Because maybe they had a really tough karmic cycle. Maybe they had lots of karmic lessons that they went through, which really, really got to them. Yeah, but they want to be that King of Pentacles. Like I said, you are like the Queen of Pentacles. And that doesn't mean that you have to be female in body, okay? But it's the energy. And they want to be the king that is by your side. Yeah. And this is someone who is a genuinely caring person. They're not only well established in their work career, but they are also quite firm and strong in their values. And yeah, the Moon and the Ace of Wands. What's hidden is how much they desire this new beginning with you. They see it all with you. But they're also fearing, what if this is another karmic lesson? But you're not. You're not. You don't have to worry about this. They don't have to worry about this, but they have to, well, I mean, they have to get to that point themselves, right? Investigation here, Page of Swords, right? With the spying. Like really trying to figure out what is going on here. Now everything is like falling. But there I even saw again. Wow. Yeah. This is wild. Yeah. Absolutely. And you know what? This is where we are going to leave this right here. And yeah. And I really like this because it's the 4, 5, and 6. It's a positive progression forward. Yeah. So that was just a quick look into what is going on with the person on your mind. Sending you absolute love and light. Take care. Bye-bye.